Hi, welcome to the Restaurant Show. I'm Justin Riley, and I hope you stick around. We've got a great show for you today with some fantastic local restaurants. We'll be joined by Joe from Cold Fusion Restaurant and Bar. He's going to demonstrate his pineapple pico de gallo, a signature dish that he can cook for you at the restaurant or for any catering gigs. We'll also be joined by Steve from the Egg and I. He's going to show us how to make some fantastic lemon vinaigrette for a salad. And Lewis Station is in our house for the first time ever, and they're going to show us how to pair some really great things with some really great wines, including something called goat crack. I'm really excited about this show today. I hope you stick around. It's the Restaurant Show, where you can skip the rest and enjoy the best. We'll tell you where to go on the Restaurant Show.
This episode of the Restaurant Show brought to you by AccuClimb Mechanical Services.
And welcome back to the Restaurant Show. If you have got a hankering for something good, I highly, highly, highly encourage you to head over to Cold Fusion Restaurant and Bar in Middleton. And I'm joined now by chef, owner, general manager, CEO, El Presidente, Joe Perkins. Welcome back.
Thank you, Justin.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Thanks for asking.
What are we making today? I see you're already busy chopping.
Yes, it's going to be, we have a short period of time, so we're going to make a pineapple pico de gallo.
Pineapple pico de gallo.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're doing that now because we are doing Taco Tuesdays. And of course, all my food's a little bit different when I fuse my stuff together.
Sure.
So we add a little pineapple to it to give a little sweetness. And I put a little pineapple juice in with it. We have tomatoes, cilantro, fresh cilantro.
Okay.
Red onions. We'll also have a jalapeno, one. I probably want to use the whole thing because it's a smaller batch.
Sure.
Rice wine vinegar.
Okay.
Olive oil. Joe Spice, of course.
Got to have Joe Spice.
Minced garlic.
All right.
And pineapple juice. So
excellent. So you have whole pineapple and pineapple juice.
Yes, it helps with the flavor of it, and that way cuts down a little bit of the acidity of the vinegar as well. I don't put as much vinegar as I do when I do the pineapple juice.
Sure. So what typically, obviously pico de gallo with pineapple is a little bit different. Give viewers an idea of what typically goes into pico de gallo.
Normally, it's everything I just said, except for the pineapple.
Minus the pineapple.
And the pineapple juice. You can do whatever you want. You can do a mango. You can just like with salsas. I'm going to just do half of these because I think this will be plenty for us today.
Okay, very good, very good. So this is all fresh ingredients. None of this is cooked as far as I know, except for maybe the garlic a little bit. Is that?
It's just we chop it up ourselves.
Sure, got it. Okay.
Yep.
So all this is fresh ingredients. That's kind of what you get over at Cold Fusion.
Yep.
So. You do a little bit of catering. I know that you're kind of starting to expand your catering side of things. Talk to us a little bit about that.
I've already got some weddings booked. I have actually a wedding later on this week that I have to do, and we do them in-house and out-of-house. So I got a rehearsal party, whatever you need. Birthday parties, we can come to you or you can come to us. It's all perfect that way.
Okay.
We try to make what you want. I don't want to force people to get a menu that I give them.
Right.
If you have a theme for your party, tell me what it is.
Sure.
And we'll definitely go from what you need.
Excellent.
So,
that's good for people to know. I think that they don't have to choose from a set. They can look at your menu and say, well, here's the basic overview or the core of what I do, but I can also
and if they don't see anything on that I like on my menu, they can do whatever they want. They can tell me, I've been in this business long enough where I can cook anything. So
we've seen that here. We've definitely seen that here. So.
I try different things, that's for sure. I like to expand my horizons because being in the culinary field for as long as I have, you can still learn every day.
Oh, sure.
And if you don't learn, then you're not really doing your job because you need to find new things. Trends happen with food,
right?
And you got to flow with the times as well. So
absolutely,
like with the Taco Tuesdays, our tacos are different. It's like a whole meal.
Sure.
You get two sides. You get your shells. You get your pico. You get everything. So.
All right.
It's actually going very, very well right now. I have a chef that works on Tuesday nights with me. She's been phenomenal. So we're still working on it, still building, of course. And that's what caterings do. Caterings will help out with these people who have never been to the restaurant, but they'll, get your food for catering and they go, well, you have a restaurant? Well, of course we'll be down there.
Yeah.
Especially from out-of-town folks that live in Platteville with our other restaurant.
Yeah, absolutely. How are things going down there in Platteville?
Going very well.
Good.
Very well. School's almost out.
Sure.
I'm going to mix this with my hands since I already have my gloves on.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Well, that looks really nice. It's just so attractive to the eye, too.
Yes, it's very, very bright colors.
Yeah.
Only thing I've left to do is this thing.
All right.
Remember last time from cutting jalapenos? Always wear gloves, right?
Always wear gloves. Always wear gloves.
Don't want to touch your eyes or anything else. You do that, you're in trouble.
So is that the same reason that you wait till the end to cut the jalapeno? I mean,
yes, I don't want it to, it's going to blend with the other flavors anyways, and the more
Right.
this sits, the hotter it's going to get.
Sure.
But I'd rather just have that, the knife only touching this.
Yeah.
Okay, can you just add it in? You only add in a little bit, only half is what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so then just mix it up.
All right.
We'll mix it all together here.
And typically people, I mean, do people usually eat these with chips?
Yep,
Like
I brought some chips for you to try.
Oh, right.
Actually, so
All right.
we cook our own nacho chips at the restaurant, so.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep.
That's great.
And our own kettle chips, so we cook everything there.
All right, well, we're excited to try that here in just a moment.
there we
Look
go.
at that. You even have the presentation all
Yep, I
set
have
here.
a bowl for you.
we
We'll
go.
slide this right in like that.
Look at that.
There we go. Perfect
Beautiful.
size. Yep.
Beautiful.
Okay,
All right, shall we?
go right ahead.
All right, I'm going to make sure I get a pineapple in there because it's pineapple pico de gallo. Let's try it out.
Exactly. Now remember, the longer this sits, the hotter it's going to get, the more the flavors are going to blend, and it'll be a lot better.
I have to say that these chips are pretty amazing too.
Thank you.
Like you can taste those, and those are really good. What else new is going on at Cold Fusion these days?
Well, like I said, the catering aspect, summer's coming. Patio, we have rooftop seating, outdoor patio. So plan on coming down. We have umbrellas and everything like that for the hot days.
Sure.
So you can get whatever you want, sit outside, drink outside,
Sure.
eat outside.
Yeah,
Only thing
absolutely.
we can't do is live music outside. We're not allowed in Middleton, but that's okay.
Okay.
So
right.
we don't want to disturb our neighbors and
Sure.
try to be good to them. So.
Yeah, you're in kind of a decent neighborhood. It's not like a big area of commerce or anything like that. There's
Right.
houses around and everything like
Yep,
that.
right
so-
on the corner. So we got apartments and condos and houses, and
Yeah.
you don't want to have someone blaring outside. So.
Yeah, you bet, you bet. So talk to us a little bit about how you got started, or how you came to Platteville, and how that restaurant got started. We just got a little bit of time left.
Somebody
here.
called me
Okay.
and said, "There's a restaurant open. Do you want it?"
Yeah.
'Cause I had a restaurant in Dodgeville at the time. I said, "Well, let me look at it." And I went
Yeah.
down there and I looked at it. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Same with Middleton.
Sure.
Someone called me and said, "There's another one open. Do you want to do it?" I'm like, "Well, let me see if I have time."
Okay.
Because Platteville had only been open for a year and a half. But
Sure.
my Platteville restaurant does very well, and it runs
Yeah.
itself. It's a credit to my staff.
That's good.
Yep.
That's great. Yep. Always something good at Cold Fusion Restaurant and Bar. You also have will have a party room that
Yes.
people can use, and people
Up to 100 people.
and people rent it for free. Am I
Yep,
right?
they rent it
As
for
long as they
free.
buy your food,
They
they
got to
can
buy my food and my alcohol, but they rent it for free.
There you go.
So.
Well, Joe Perkins from Cold Fusion Restaurant and Bar, thanks so much for
Thanks,
joining.
Justin.
Always
Appreciate
a
it.
pleasure to have you with us. If you're in the mood for something good and something new, a new kind of culinary creation such as pineapple pico de gallo, head on down to Cold Fusion Restaurant and Bar in Middleton. And we'll be right back with more Restaurant Show right after this. Stick around. Coming up next on the Restaurant Show, caprese salad paired with Zinfandel and goat crack plate paired with Chardonnay with Lewis Station Winery. Welcome back to the Restaurant Show. I'm so excited about getting these guys on our show for the very first time. This is Rob Lewis and Chef Jason Dunn from Lewis Station Winery in Lake Mills. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you for the first time on the Restaurant Show.
We're excited to be here.
So, Jason, what are we making today?
Today we're going to make a caprese salad. And
Caprese.
our caprese salad features Crave Brothers fresh mozzarella.
Okay.
Our mozzarella literally comes out of the vat an hour before I pick it up.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, let's get started. What's
You
all
got it.
involved here?
The classic caprese is going to be fresh mozzarella, fresh tomatoes, little olive oil, little seasoning in there, and then we finish ours with a nice pesto on top.
Okay.
So it's going to end up being a real neat presentation here. It's an up presentation.
It's an up presentation. Okay. So it starts out with then tomatoes.
Tomatoes
then?
on the bottom, and then I'm going to do another row of then mozzarella, and then I'm going to do a few tomatoes like this.
And do you actually serve it in these wine glasses?
Yes, we do.
Oh, that's cool.
That's why we call them up.
I feel like totally outclassed right now. Not a hard thing to do, by the way. But so yeah, it looks like you got some
Little
olive oil there?
basil infused extra virgin olive oil. This is a little bit of my
Ooh,
salt
yeah,
and pepper mix.
Delicious.
And what we're doing is we're just layering the flavors in here into the glass, kind of like we're making a sundae.
All right. Oh, yeah. It's a caprese salad sundae.
That's exactly what it is.
All right.
Yeah.
So you got tomatoes, you got mozzarella, tomatoes, more mozzarella. Those are the basic layers. And do you keep layering it till it's up to the top?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes,
very
I
cool. Very cool. Well, Rob, I want to ask you while Chef Jason's doing this. Tell us a
Yes.
little bit about your Chardonnay because you brought some selections with you
I
today.
did. So we've got two different wines. We've got our Chardonnay, which we're going to do with our goat cheese crack, which will be after this. And then we've got an Old Vine Zinfandel.
Okay.
Now, Old Vine Zinfandel, this comes from Lodi, California.
Okay.
There's a very specific region that I use where the grapes just grow exceptionally well there.
Sure.
Old vine meaning these vines are over 25 years old.
Oh, wow,
So
okay.
that means the flavors and the nose, everything is so concentrated on that wine.
Yeah.
And the reason that goes so great with the salad is that Zinfandel is also known as Primitivo in Italy.
Okay.
So you've got a lot of Italian additions here to
Sure,
the
yeah,
salad,
yeah.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And because of the dryness of the tannin in the Zinfandel, goes beautifully with the mozzarella cheese. It's got some nice acidity to it, which is going to balance with the tomatoes.
Yeah.
It actually makes for a beautiful pairing.
All right.
The two of them work beautifully together.
Balsamic glaze is what we just added there. That's not chocolate
Yeah.
syrup, by the way.
No, it is not.
It does look like a sundae, though. It looks like a
is
sundae.
cooked on
It does look
balsamic
like a
vinegar.
sundae.
You mentioned goat crack. I'm so curious to know why this is called goat crack.
Well, goat crack came around. We started our tapas on Wednesday nights a year ago.
Okay.
And one of the dishes that I put out there was a cold goat cheese with fig marmalade and then almonds on top of
Okay.
it. When we went to start the menu, I warned everybody, I'm going to be doing this warm out of the oven, and you guys are just going to go nuts over this.
Okay.
I've literally had ladies who have ordered this every week since we started doing the menu.
Yeah.
And every
No
week
kidding.
they get an order of goat crack. It's our number one selling thing.
Goat crack.
Yes.
Because it's so addicting.
Yes.
Right? I mean,
yeah.
It
Especially
is.
if you're a
Yeah,
goat.
Especially if you're a goat.
So you talked a little bit about wine and tapas. You have an event coming up in the near future. Can you talk to us a little bit
We
about
do,
that?
actually. So every Wednesday we do a wine and tapas event.
Oh, every
And it's-
Wednesday. Okay.
Every
great.
Wednesday, and it started being tied to the farmers market downtown Lake Mills.
Okay.
That we have around the square every single Wednesday, which is actually right across the street from the winery.
Okay.
And essentially what Jason does is he walks the farmer's market, gets all fresh ingredients, brings it back, and prepares lots of tapa dishes.
Sure.
So for $25, you get all the tapas you can eat,
Okay.
and 2 glasses of wine or 2 Wisconsin craft beers.
Oh, wow.
For
Okay.
$25,
So
yeah.
it's wine or beer.
It's wine or beer. Yeah.
And that's every Wednesday night, and that started already.
It started already, yeah. In fact, we started it probably May last year,
We started May last year, and then we kept it going
And
all
we kept
winter.
it going all the way through winter, and it just kept building. Even through the winter when we didn't have a farmer's market. Of course, he goes and gets fresh ingredients directly from the sources, so it's
Sure.
still going to be super fresh.
Sure.
And it just kept building upon itself. So this summer is going to be the first, I guess it'll be the second summer for Wine and Tapas, but
Okay.
that'll
be fun.
Yeah,
That'll be
it's
fun.
a lot of
Absolutely.
fun. With our front patio, it's a real fun.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen pictures on your Facebook page. You guys have a great Facebook page, and I noticed that it just looks like it's just a really cool, chill place to come and hang out, have a glass of wine after work or whatever.
Absolutely
so,
is.
Yeah. So now what are we doing? What's this next step
This
here,
is the
Jason?
goat crack.
This is the actual goat crack.
And
Okay.
where this starts is this is a goat cheese made by a Wisconsin company called Caprini Supreme.
Okay.
In my 36 years of cooking, this is the finest goat cheese that I've ever found.
Okay.
It is handmade. It is a spectacular cheese. It's very soft, almost the consistency of ricotta.
Okay.
So it's real soft, not hard and chalky, where
Right,
they haven't
yeah.
overworked the butter fat in it.
Right.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pair this with fig marmalade, and then basically it's a version of the old brie and croûte, but it's a
Okay.
healthier version. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to top this with some fig marmalade, and then I'm going to top it with some almonds, and then we're going to bake that off, and we serve that with fresh bread, and you smear it onto the fresh bread. It's almost like a warm cheesecake.
Oh, wow. Gosh, that sounds really amazing.
That's why we call it
Fig-
goat crack.
Fig marmalade. All right. So you guys have a bistro there over
We
at
do,
Lewis Station.
yes.
Tell us a little bit about what the atmosphere is like.
You got it. So, I mean, it's very laid back. So, I mean, you can order wines by the glass. We have, you can order beers. We've got an outdoor patio that you can sit outside, listening to some music.
Yeah.
Indoors, we've got some nice classical music or some jazz music playing.
Sure.
We've got a great menu that you can choose from.
Sure.
And, of course, free Wi-Fi and all that kind of fun stuff, too.
Cool,
But
cool.
it's just a very laid back, calm,
Yeah.
collective
The
place to
menu's,
just hang out.
the menu's all designed to be shared plates, so it's all about coming, getting a couple glasses of wine, sharing some food, and having a great conversation.
Yeah.
It's
So
really what it's
nothing
about.
too heavy, it sounds like.
Not too heavy, and it's all, I feature Wisconsin absolutely as much as I can. All of our cheeses and all of our meats come from Wisconsin.
Okay, great. And what are your hours?
Wednesday through Saturday, we're open 12 to 8.
Okay.
Sundays, 11 to 3.
Okay, great.
And we have our wine and tapas every Wednesday
Sure.
from 5 to 8 p.m.
That's from 5 to 8 p.m., so
And
5
then-
till close.
Yeah, and then all the other days except for Sunday, we have a full menu.
All right, so we're
So
going to
lots
pull
of great stuff.
Pull this out of the, is this out of the Magic TV oven now?
This is the Magic TV oven.
All right, here we go. And this is it. Wow.
And this is our
that's
goat crack.
That's the goat crack.
And this would be accompanied with nice French our bistro bread and
So
crackers.
do you eat that on the bread then?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Scoop it.
You just scoop it right
You just
out.
go like this. I'm going to take that.
Oh, do I get to do this now?
You
You
do this. Now,
so
this
excited.
is a little bit of molten-y and it's a little bit of warm heaven.
That's okay.
But this is what this does. And that all plays together. And especially with our Chardonnay.
And what we're saying is we pair this with our Chardonnay because our Chardonnay is aged in French and American oak. So it's got some earthiness to it, and there's some acidity that's going to pair great with that cheese. Is that not delicious?
All I can say is, meh. I'm addicted now. Is this the Chardonnay that
It
you
is
want
the
me to-
Chardonnay.
Okay. I'll pair it. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect combination. Rob Lewis, Jason Dunn, you guys are
Absolutely.
geniuses.
Yes, we
Head
are.
on down to Lewis Station in Lake Mills. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Madison. Don't go away. There's more restaurant show coming up right after this. Stick around. Coming up next on the restaurant show, lemon vinaigrette with the egg and I. And welcome back to the restaurant show. With me now is Steve Dascom from The Egg and I. Steve, welcome back.
Thank you very much. And
Always good to have you with us.
great to have you here.
So,
Great to have me here.
yeah. What are we making today?
Well, we have a lemon vinaigrette dressing that we make.
Okay.
And we're making it for one of our specials that we're serving right now, the frittata fresca. But you can order this.
Okay.
It is one of our dressings.
Okay.
And along with everything else that goes on in the egg and I, as much as we can, it's made from real ingredients right in the store.
Real food.
It's not something we bought, real food.
Right. Okay. So, what are the steps? How do we make this lemon dressing?
All right, well, first off, we need to juice some lemons.
All right. Okay.
So
now,
it takes a little while to do.
okay, that's cool. So you're rolling these out, and what's the reasoning for that? Is just to soften them up a little bit?
Yeah, it makes them a little easier
I've never done that.
to manipulate.
I've never done that before. Okay.
I'm hoping this is going to be enough lemon.
Yeah.
Probably going to be way too much lemon, actually.
All right. Better to have too much than not enough, I suppose.
Absolutely.
And this is a cool gadget. I really like this. I need to get me one of these because I have like the little hand juicer thing that I use. And
This
look at
is
that.
top secret restaurant equipment. You're not supposed
I'm
to
not
have it
allowed to-
because you're general public.
Yeah,
It's not
I'm a civilian. I'm not supposed
That's
to have
right.
that.
I'm divulging military secrets here.
Yeah, if you don't see me on the show, it's because I'm dead. It's because I had to have been wiped out. All right, so
Yeah.
all you have to do is just squeeze it, and then it just comes right out.
Oh, this is a great job.
Wow.
Whoop.
Sometimes
Gotta watch out to
it
get you in
comes
the eye.
up too. So all right,
That's fine. I cover it up if I can with my hand.
that makes sense.
Getting it started is a little harder.
Okay. All right.
So anyway,
So you do the juice, and then we add some oil to it. Some olive oil, I think.
sure, we're going to add a lot of ingredients. The oil is going to be the last thing.
Okay.
You want to put your acids and your other ingredients together, and the oil, you got to add slowly to make sure it emulsifies.
Sure. Okay. And I want viewers to know that you have recently added juicing to your menu. So
Oh
you
my
actually
gosh.
make fresh juice.
We sure
Not
do.
just lemon juice. I mean, like real juice with kale and a bunch of other good stuff to it as well.
Yep, we
Yeah.
sure do.
So go into the Egg and I and order some juice, and that's made fresh for you right there. It's good stuff.
I should have done this before I got
there you
started. My hands are all slippery.
That's all right. Okay,
right.
so this is your food processor now.
This is my cool little mini gadget food processor.
Okay.
You'll see that in a little bit. So we're using regular kosher salt,
All right.
some sugar,
All right. Salt and sugar.
salt and sugar, and pepper,
some
of
pepper.
course.
Excellent. Excellent.
Onions, just regular onions that you'd buy at the supermarket.
And is this all going to be part of the dressing then?
This is all part of the
This is
dressing.
all part of the dressing. Okay, so we're going to add that to the greens then.
Should have
once
done
we're
this
all
differently. I got a piece of onion stuck in there.
yeah.
I think I wasn't
Now
supposed to
this-
add that right here. That was green onion.
That's okay. And this
Garlic?
This wand that you have here, that's actually like a handheld mixer. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. You
And
can
then you
buy
hook it
that
up to-
anywhere. Well, not anywhere, but
Yeah.
you can find these.
So it's available to civilians like me, in other words.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. And but then you hook this up to this little food processor here that you've got. That's kind of a neat idea. I like
I
that.
should have thought ahead here before I did that.
I think
But I
it
brought
should be
more.
fine.
I brought more gloves.
We are prepared today. We're prepared today. Do you want me to cut a couple? Do you think this will be enough?
Oh, I have
lemon
plenty
juice?
there. I only
Oh, I
need a
think so.
quarter cup. So.
Okay.
I got twice as many lemons as I need.
I'm always so eager to help out, and they never allow me to. I don't know. Nobody trusts me. Come on.
We trust you. I just don't want you to steal my spotlight.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So that looks like a quarter
This is
cup.
my opportunity. This is my 15 minutes.
There you go. 15 minutes of fame. There you
Yeah. So this little gadget,
Sure.
I mean, it's a hand blender that you can get pretty
Okay.
much Walmart or any place like that.
Sure.
But take the end off,
Oh, that's neat.
and put it on, put this
You stick
together,
it right on that thing there.
and clicks in there. Now we got a little food processor.
All right. How about that?
So I don't know how noisy this is going to be on TV.
No, I'm sure it'll be just fine. We've had a lot noisier. Sometimes even the sizzle when people are cooking things tends to be even noisier than that. So
So now we got things mixed up there. I want to get my
you gotta get to the oil.
apple cider vinegar, which
Oh,
is
this is
another
apple cider vinegar.
very healthy item.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get that mixed up in there. That's more acid, so
Yeah.
we haven't gotten to the oil yet.
Yeah. And we were talking just before the show about how you use kale in some of your juices.
Oh,
the
yeah.
juices you have, and how that has folate in it, and then the lemon juice works together to help the folate absorb better into
Yes.
into your system.
This is going to be tricky because I don't have a way of getting this in here. So I'm going to have to start it and stop it.
Okay.
So it's going to be kind of goofy for a
All
while.
right.
Because you can't dump it all in at once. It won't
you can't?
emulsify correctly.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
So it's
it's,
gotta be-
ideally it should be all running while I'm doing this.
Okay. So typically when you make it at the restaurant, that's what you're
Oh,
doing.
we definitely don't use this thing.
Okay. Yeah. That looks way nicer than anything I have at home. So.
I like it because it's all stainless. Well, the main unit's all stainless.
Sure.
It cleans up real nice.
Yeah. All right.
So it's going to take a little while to add all this. So back to that juice, though.
Yeah.
The kale in there is so good for you. I mean, it's got folate. It's got, and the lemon makes it more bioavailable, so your body can
Sure.
absorb it more easily.
Right.
It has more calcium gram for gram than milk. It has more vitamin C gram for gram than orange juice.
Wow.
It's like a little super plant.
It really is a superfood. And if you mix it just right, it doesn't taste so bad either.
Oh my goodness. Well, we use a lot of apples, which is really
Yeah.
good for you.
Yeah. So, all right. So we'll take it right from here. So
Okay.
our dressing's all mixed, ready to go. We've little by little dumped that cup into the mixer, and you have to do it little by little or it won't emulsify. Is that the right
That's
word?
right.
It won't emulsify correctly. So we're going to mix this. This is the final product of the salad dressing. And we're going to mix that up with the greens now.
All right, so I'm taking some of this stuff off the table.
Okay.
Make it look nicer.
All right. It's got to have good presentation.
Well, you know, it's one of those things that chefs like.
Sure.
All right,
All right. So we're going to mix
I'm
the.
putting my greens in.
Got it. All right.
Oop, come on, no strays. And we don't want a lot of this, so I should have kept this.
So we don't need to dump that whole thing.
Right, no, oh gosh, that'd be,
That's enough
that's
for
a
a week.
huge amount.
All right. So I'm guessing we kind of mix it up in there and get it to
Yeah.
kind of coat the greens and.
Getting crazy here.
All right.
All right, so I wish I had brought along something else to garnish with, but this is
Well,
going
this
to
looks
be,
beautiful as it is, and I'm excited to try it already.
I think I put a little too much dressing on. But,
Oh, you can never have too much dressing. It's the only reason I eat a salad. All right, Steve, I'm going to
so
try
there we
this.
go.
I like you can definitely taste the lemon, but it's actually a lot sweeter than I expected it to be.
Yep.
It was really good. Yeah, you can taste the sugar in there. That's excellent. If you want to get something healthy or just something delicious or both, head on down to the Egg and I today and see Steve over at the Egg and I over on the West Beltline. Steve, always a pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Don't go away. There's more restaurant show coming up right after this. Stick around. Thanks for joining me today on the Restaurant Show. I hope that when you're out and about looking for a place to eat, you'll consider eating at one of these fantastic locally owned restaurants. That's all the time we have for the Restaurant Show. This is Justin Riley reminding you that life is too short to eat average.
This episode of The Restaurant Show brought to you by AccuClimb Mechanical Services.